Welcome back, BCS crew. We're here for episode 2. I'm your host, Nathaniel Crook. I'm accompanied today with Stetson Agee, Grayson Hendricks, and JP Kane. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different things today. We're going to be talking Final Four recap, Natty predictions, the NCAA executive order presented by Donald Trump, and the NBA playoffs, MVP, and all that kind of stuff. And stay tuned for the very end for our trademark segment, Locker Room Heat. But with that being said, boys, what was y'all up to this week?
Well, before we get started with our weekly recap, I got some breaking news.
Okay.
So the podcast talk last week got me hopped up about y'all's beach trip. So I booked myself a beach trip this week.
Absolute
so I'll be going
traitor.
to the beach this week, leaving Tuesday night. Gonna be there back half of next week. But I'll be here for the pod on Sunday. No worries. I'll be here. But going to the beach.
No, that's not what we like to hear. Yeah,
Yep,
boo.
yep.
Boo this
Hey,
man.
everybody boo Stetson. Chat, boo Stetson.
No.
Boo Stetson.
You know, I lived through you guys, so you can live through me this back half.
You know,
respect that.
you know what's crazy, guys? This was, like I said in the last pod, this was the guy that, I can go, I can't go, I don't have the time to work, or get off work, and this and that. I kind of feel like I have a knife in my back right now. I'm not even going to lie, fellas.
Yeah, feelings
That's why I
mutual.
wanted to break the news here. You
I
know,
mean-
not over the phone or anything. I wanted to break it in person. So
guess
I
it's
mean,
really
I'm
manly
I'm
of
pretty
you.
sick about it. I ain't gonna lie. Like that literally
I think-
that pretty hurts. Like I
Yeah.
mean, if you'd have waited till like June or something, I just feel like it's too soon.
I told you to give me a week. That's when I got my time. I did. I told Crook, I said, give me a week and I'll be there.
But I just felt like you could
Couldn't
have
do
worked through that a little bit better. I mean, I feel like that was poor communication on your end. And, I don't want to just sit here and hate on the pod. I mean, we're open mic right now, so I mean, we'll have more discussions.
Yeah.
Off
Just head
camera.
down there. Let's
I
just
mean,
go.
honestly, let's just
Yeah,
go with
another
him.
beach trip.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even invite us. We at least
that's what's
invited
crazy,
him.
Yeah.
I know.
I know, dude. I just
It's
You
just
know-
me and the old ball and chain. It's just my
no, bro, no, dude. What party y'all going to?
Daytona.
Oh yeah, it won't be
And
as fun
then,
as Destin.
Yeah, nowhere
No,
close.
we're gonna stay for about 2 or 3 days on the beach and then take a little day trip to Universal.
Oh,
Go to the little
that's
theme
pretty
park.
sick.
Nice.
That's
So
pretty sick.
I think we're gonna have a good time.
I don't care where you
Well,
go. You can go anywhere on this planet. If it's
Well,
not with the boys, I mean, you might as well not even
I hope
go.
you have safe travels and you get down there
Thank you.
safe and everything. But I
Thank
hope
you.
it rains every single day you're down there.
Wow.
That's probably the worst thing to wish on somebody going to the beach.
No,
It is.
but
But-
It is. But I made
it's
sure.
well earned.
I made sure to be here. I'll be here Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday.
Oh, that's great.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
be
at
there
least he
night.
thought of us. in
I
that.
thought of you. I thought of you.
Yeah, not inviting us or anything,
Yeah,
but he
but you thought
thought
to
he's like,
make it
yeah, I'll
back,
get back and
yeah.
get some runtime on the air. Get my cloud up, or something like that.
Got to.
But no, I mean, what about anybody else? What y'all have?
Well, this boy right here finally got a job interview.
All right, hey, round of applause. Yeah, there we go,
Give it up,
Grayson.
give it
There you
up.
go. How'd it
Yeah.
go?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like the plant that I went to was a little out of date, not too exciting.
Okay, so hopefully they're not watching this.
Well, I highly doubt it. But the interview, that was kind of intimidating. First
Yeah.
one, like they're asking me all these questions, and it's like, no, I've never done this, but I'm not gonna say that. So
Oh, so you had to BS your way around it.
Professional BS.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
What about
Hey.
that resume though.
Oh, that resume.
It's looking good.
When you having to put that you were a bus boy at one point on your resume, yeah, that's when you
He
know.
was in his
yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Hey, but I also want you to look at the camera and tell them where you got your professional BS from, like where you mastered it.
I'm not gonna lie, the man right here to my
That's
left.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Living with me for a couple years, man.
It
I
changes
taught
a
you
man.
lot. Hey, heck
Taught
yeah.
me too much.
All right, dude. Well, congrats on the job interview.
I appreciate it, boys.
Start something new, start something
Yep.
better. Maybe not with this company, but you're out there now, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my name's
You're
out there.
Yeah, you're in the portal. You're in the portal.
Yeah, yeah.
Grad transfer?
Grad transfer, yeah.
Okay.
That's big.
All right. What about you, JP?
Well, me and Grayson made a headliner, won our first sand volleyball game with the DeKalb boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go. Get
first
that.
ever.
Yeah, there you
round of
go.
applause.
Was it sand? You said.
Yeah,
Sand volleyball.
There we go. Heck yeah, boys.
So,
How'd it go?
I don't know what would we win. 2 out of 3 sets.
Yeah, but we were playing with these kids. Like these kids had no business being out there on the court. Like they were trash.
Grayson brought that practice from the beach out there.
Yeah,
Serve.
I tell you what, Destin changed me.
It
Like
did. He
Well,
just
how
changed
many
my mind.
violations you get?
None.
No.
None.
Hey, he go up to serve, then boys would be saying, "Oh no, he's back." Every
Oh,
time.
no.
he started
Every time.
talking
Dude,
about
that's
me.
crazy because I've never seen him play volleyball good.
You know what? And Salas said the
We
same
couldn't
thing.
believe it. I mean, we were just sitting there starstruck. We didn't have to do nothing. We just stood there.
Wow.
standstill.
When's y'all's next game?
I think that's Tuesday.
It is this Tuesday, yeah.
Daggone boys.
But your boys are probably gonna get clapped.
Oh no! Don't be
Yeah.
talking like that.
I'd say
You
that,
gotta
yeah.
have some confidence.
Well,
Okay.
I got you.
But no, man. congrats, boys, on the dub, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
was that the first ever Sam? No,
First
I thought
ever.
we
No,
won one.
We never won
We
one.
never won
We
one.
never
Wow.
won one.
Making history.
One for one.
One
Hey,
for
hey,
one.
Yeah.
that's some two-turn freaking history right
Yeah,
there, bro.
I'm telling you, they're gonna put us in the books.
I know, heck yeah, boys. Well, for me, I had a skeet shoot event at work this week, so never done that in my life. I went down to I don't want to give a free shout out, but it was a good time, the Nashville Gun Club.
Yeah.
But it was a super good time. Never done it in my life, bro. And me and Grayson was out here practicing. Was it last week?
Yeah, boy, could
It didn't look good, did it?
No, you could put that skeet on a tee and the boy would have missed.
Bro, well, anyways, dude, ice in my veins. I hit my very first one there. Then your boy went on a mad cold streak. They were making jokes at me, and I was like, boys, remember, I have a gun. But I may not hit y'all boys because I'm a terrible shot, but I'll scare the crap out of you. But no, I mean, it went really good. I had a super good time. Definitely want to go back. Definitely, hey,
Yeah.
content, boys.
Yeah, hey, comment down below
hey,
if you want to see it.
Nashville Gun Club, sponsor us. Get us out there. We'll
Okay.
get y'all's customers up, boys.
All right.
I like
But no, it was a really good time. A good event for a good reason. It was building churches in Africa and things like that. That RC Matthews, I think they were the leading sponsor or something like that. So
Okay.
really good reason for it and everything. But it was a really good time. Got some good networking in. And I had a blast too. It was so fun. But Stetson, do you have anything else?
Get my haircut last week. After pod was posted,
Oh,
Okay.
got a review.
Okay.
Mid haircut. She was like, maybe lighten up on the humor, give us some good humor.
oh man!
So
Okay.
First pod hater.
So-
Who was it?
it was actually your grandmother.
Oh
no!
Actually, your grandmother.
Oh,
she was
no.
like, put in some good humor for me next time.
Hey,
And I said, and she'll be listening to this episode, so hopefully we can please her a little bit.
Yeah,
better.
well, Grant, if you're watching this, I love you, and we appreciate the feedback. And come back for episode 2. We're hoping you're going to be watching.
Yes.
But nah, boys, it sounds like we had a pretty good week, honestly.
Yeah.
Good
week.
good
and
week.
Good coming week for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, also for us, we got a concert Thursday.
Yeah, Kid Leroy.
Oh,
Kid
wow.
Leroy, yeah, Kid
Yeah,
Leroy.
okay.
Hey,
Kid Leroy.
we got Tony, I guess, the man behind the camera. I didn't even introduce the man behind the camera. What's
Yeah.
wrong with me, boys? The man behind the camera, Braden Antoniak. I gotta
Shout out.
shout the
Put some
brother out.
respect.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's on me. That's on me. But no, we're gonna be heading to that. Was that Thursday?
That is Thursday night.
Thursday night, and then hey, Easter weekend, he is risen. Shout out to Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Yeah,
amen,
shout out
amen.
Jesus Christ,
Shout
man,
out.
Lord and Savior. Heck yeah, we got a sunrise service coming up, 6 a.m. and we're currently videoing this really late at night, going into it. So
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Easter by the time.
Yeah,
I was about
so,
to say, it will be
Happy Easter, everybody.
yeah,
Yeah,
happy
happy
Easter.
Easter.
Yeah, but looking forward to that.
Mhm.
Seeing the boys there, eating breakfast and everything like that. It's really. I like it. I mean, I don't like getting up early, but the vibe of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the vibe's amazing, but I mean, the vibe getting up at what 5:30
Yeah.
and going to bed at 1, that might not be a vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure Jesus didn't want to, get beaten and hung on a cross. I'm sure he dreaded that too. Coming up next, but let's get down to the real stuff, boys. The March Madness. JP, I want you to take on that.
Yeah, we had a few good games today. We all saw I think it was the last pod. We were watching the game live with Duke and UConn.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Crazy 3.
Crazy.
Hey,
Crazy 3. Very heartbreaking.
no.
situation.
Yeah,
Maybe not for Nate over here.
as
Yeah,
y'all
not
saw
for
the
boy.
clip, I obviously hate Duke. So, that was probably a
That's hard
S
to
tier
live- that's hard
moment.
to live with that one though.
No,
As
you
a
know,
player,
I think back to North Carolina. I think it was 2016. Chris Jenkins hit that 3, and I remember just being shattered. So, Duke fans, I'm not really gonna say my condolences are with you because I really hope y'all feeling hurt this loss and never recover. But I know how it feels too. So, but continue.
yeah, but UConn, Illinois is coming out here. Big game.
Yep.
First thing we can notice here is that UConn, 3 out of 4 years in the Natty now?
Yeah.
Big.
Yep.
I'm not a big Dan Hurley guy because I think some of the stuff he does is too over the top, but it works.
Yeah.
It does work. He's
It
one of
does
those
work.
coaches that gets the players
It
going.
does. And
Even his reaction to that game winner, essentially,
getting in the ref's face.
crazy,
there, I like
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
That's the type of
Dude.
coach players want to play for.
Where was the tag?
There was none. Was there?
Yeah,
Even
no, there
anything
wasn't.
out
No,
Should've been.
Should have
Should've
been.
been.
I mean, dude. That was wild. I
was.
mean, your coach is supposed to be kind of your glue guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
even keel. Get fired up when you need to. But in that instance, you're pulling people off the court and things like that. You got to be that guy that's
Stone
like,
Cold,
hey, chill. But
Nah.
dude,
He
the
wants to
reactions
smoke.
on social media and
Yep.
stuff, dude. I think UConn's recruiting. I'm sure it's already crazy. I know it's already crazy, but like people are going to want to play for that.
Yeah.
The common thing with UConn is they always find a way. Doesn't matter what the regular season looks like, but as much as I always try to count them out during the tournament, they always find a way.
And it's not even like they have a stud either. Like I'm not going to say they don't have good, but like it's always a collective unit. That they all play well together. So shout out to Dan Hurley for that.
It's experience. I mean, like I was saying last pod, like the last 4 championships, anytime they get to the Sweet 16, they haven't lost, and that goes back to their 4 championships. And I mean, it stays true tonight as they beat Illinois by 9.
And that dynasty's there at the time.
And that was Illinois was my favorite to win it all, even though they were a 3 seed. You know, JP, give us some stats from that game. Like, what was some of your hard-hitting stats that kind of determined the game?
Well, Keaton Wilder had a good game. He had 20. But the biggest stat that stuck out to me was the assists. I think he had 3 assists for the whole game. For most of the game, in the first half, it was just 1. So the ball, it was just shots getting taken up the court pretty easily from what I got to see. But that's probably what stuck out the most to me. I don't know if you guys caught any of the game or anything that stuck out
a little
to you
bit.
guys.
I'll say probably, the Vicic brothers.
Yeah.
2 big 7-footers. I mean, really no presence there.
And you think with their size, like as we could see, I think Illinois won the rebounding battle. Yeah. And most of the time the rebounding battle, Grayson told me this one time, determines the game.
Yeah.
And to see it kind of shake out that way, I thought that was kind of like Illinois was a safe pick because they're bigs. Sometimes that 3 ball ain't there, and you're able to go in the paint, get those close shots and second chance points and things like that. But obviously, I mean, it just didn't work out that way tonight. What about free throws? Was free throws something, or turnovers? Like what's another thing?
Turnovers was big. Illinois had 8. UConn had 4.
Okay, UConn take care of the ball.
Yeah.
That's Texas
almost doubled it. So
won the turnover.
I mean, that's
battle.
the experience. I mean, UConn's been there, done that. Illinois hasn't
they've been in
there.
position before.
So
yeah, that championship DNA really goes a long way. It's kind of like those Warriors teams and things like that. And also, it looks like it kind of was a sloppy game. The shooting percentage wasn't crazy high. Nobody was really lighting it up or anything like that.
It was about 35% was field goal percentage.
Daggum.
It was pretty much par for most stats.
Yeah.
But Illinois did out rebound them, so they took advantage of that aspect, but not much of the other.
And it said Illinois has made it to the Final Four 7 times now, and they're 1-6 all time in the Final Four.
Yeah, and see who they fell to in 2005. Read that out for me.
North Carolina.
That's right. Go Heels, baby. It's always a great day to be a Tar Heel. Okay. But no, man. And then we had another good game.
Yeah, I think the biggest game that obviously wasn't going to come to much surprise most people, especially me, because the heartbreaker last week, but Michigan just rolling, dude. Yeah. They're just rolling.
Tough
I tried to pick Arizona in this matchup. Yep. It wasn't going to happen. They're just shooting lights out. Yaxwell, I think, got hurt in what? Was it the first few minutes?
First half, yeah.
About 12 minutes, I think it was. 12 to 14.
Something like that.
I don't know the status of that injury. What do you guys think? How's that going to affect the next matchup?
Well, it seems to me like Michigan can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Their big guy Mara had 26 tonight, averaged 11.8 points on the season. I mean, Cadeau can have big games. Burnett can have big games. So it can go anywhere for Michigan. But it was just one of those games, like the UConn game, experience showed. Arizona has 3 to 4 freshmen in the starting lineup. I mean, Michigan's got 5 guys who've been there, done that. So, I mean, it's just one of those things.
They're just shooting lights out, man.
Yeah.
I mean, 47%.
Ridiculous.
They're just shooting, and you can't really compete with that when shots are falling. There's nothing you can really do.
What'd they shoot from the 3-point line?
44%.
Golly,
that's not missing. Yeah.
I mean, they're just one of those teams. They get hot, and they have guys all over the court who can put it in the hole.
And you hate to see it.
But back to that injury, wasn't it had something to do with his MCL or something?
Sprain
I think it's MCL sprain. But he came back in the second half, played a minute or two, but it was. And the game was over at that point.
And Natty's on the line. Brother's gonna be out there. Even if it's 50%, maybe a minute restriction type thing, pick his spots to kind of play in.
Yep.
But this game really hurt me because we just had an Easter dinner, and my cousin brought one of his friends who's a huge Michigan fan, and he's a friend of the show. He's a friend of the show, guys. He's giving us a view and giving us some feedback.
Appreciate it.
Austin Bragg, I'm gonna give you a shout out. But he's a big Michigan fan. I think he said he had tickets to the Natty now.
Wow.
And
okay,
I was like, well, you might as well just try to go ahead and sell those. Koa Pete's gonna go off, and man, I really have to eat my words right there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think in the last pod, Duke and Michigan, I really didn't want to see them go to the Natty or win it all. Got one of them. The main villain's out. But Duke, I hope they don't get. I mean, not Duke. Michigan, I hope they don't get it. But man, I mean, when a team's rolling like that,
they're hot.
Like Dusty May, heck of a coach. What he did at FAU, I saw. I think he in an interview he said, whenever I was in the Final Four at FAU, we were just happy to be here. Like the players are kind of starstruck, rightfully so. I mean, they're FAU. You don't expect them to be there.
Yeah.
But he was trying to relay that to his team now, and he's like, no, we're here. We're here to win. We can do this thing. And I mean, he's a really good basketball mind, but it seems to me he's a master motivator.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
So I mean, props to him. Props to Michigan. I mean, looking forward now, boys. We got a heck of a matchup here in the Natty.
Yep.
Was it 2-1 seeds?
2-1 seeds.
Yep. 2-1.
So what are y'all what y'all's predictions like? I mean, X Factor. Why is it? First of all, why is this an exciting matchup? Other than it being the Natty, why are you tuning in?
Well, I think it's one of those things. Obviously, with the Dan Hurley thing, I think a lot of people want to see what he has in store. I mean, when he takes the team to the Final Four national championship, he usually wins.
Yeah,
as proven before. And then Dusty May, first appearance in the national championship?
Yeah, and I think this is his second or third year.
Second year.
At Michigan.
And
Quick turnaround.
I mean, like I said, Michigan's one of those teams they haven't not scored 90 in the whole tournament yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Grayson brought up.
You said that last week, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a new record set.
I mean, I think it's just one of those things.
Same season.
The pace of the game. I mean, Michigan likes to run, they score 90, and then UConn likes to lean on their defense. I mean, the game was 71-62.
Yeah.
The UConn game. So I mean, it's one of those things. Whoever controls the pace of the game, I think wins it. If it's a low scoring affair, UConn. But I mean, if it's going fast, then I think Michigan's got it.
I was about to say, just say Michigan. It's not like I mean
I have Michigan.
Yeah.
So I'd love to pick against Michigan. I just can't at this point. I think they've proven enough to me. The only thing is, it's just hard to count UConn out.
It is.
It's hard to.
Yeah.
Y'all are here going back and forth. Give me UConn, hands down.
Okay.
I don't know the big guy's name on UConn. I think he had a game. He had like 31 and 29 in the tournament.
Yep.
I know Mara just had a really good game.
Yeah.
They get him in foul trouble early. I think UConn, I mean, like I said, the Lindenborg injury has a lot to do with my take, too.
Yep.
I mean, if he's not 100% and he can only play a good 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or if he's out there for an extended amount of time, could be a liability on defense, could not be himself. Yeah. So, and UConn, I mean, like we said, we've been counting them out. And, I mean, they've been in spots where they've had to be clutch. Yeah. Like the freshman hitting that 3 against Duke, trailing, 19, and Duke's no joke. Like I said, as much as I don't want to give them credit, but Duke is not a joke of a team. They were a really good team, well-coached team. And for UConn, Dan Hurley to rally the troops and get them going.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, Michigan's going to be the hot team. Everybody's going to be talking about them, picking them. And, people are going to take UConn, too. They're both 1 seeds for a reason. But
I think UConn is a 2 seed.
Yeah, they're a
2 seed. They're a 2 seed. Had correction on the pod. But, I just think it's going to come down to the bigs.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If Michigan's shooting 44% from 3, that's going to be hard for any team to beat.
You just can't beat that, yeah.
But I'm just waiting to see that lapse from Michigan. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But like I said, I think the X factor in this game, and I wish I could remember the brother's name on UConn, the big man. But if they can get Mara in foul trouble early, and where they're having to lean on, Elliot Cadeau, which is proven not to be a great knockdown shooter, great solid point guard, but being a first option, I wouldn't like my odds with that. But like Stetson said earlier, they are a good team. They're going to be hard to beat, but I'm taking UConn.
Do you
I'm
think
not going to be that guy.
Matters?
Do I think experience? I mean,
in this situation, you got a really good team, Michigan. No one on that roster has been to the national championship. Their head coach hasn't been.
I think it's a great matchup for what's given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's going to be a team to beat Michigan, I think it would be UConn.
And also, I think I saw something earlier. The shooter, Caravan from UConn. I think he's in the past 4 years. He's a 4-year guy. Has been to the Natty 3 years, or at least the Final Four 3 out of the 4 years.
Yep.
So I mean, like we said, championship DNA. Like yes, Michigan's an older team. Yaxel Lindenborg, excellent player, maybe banged up, good strong unit. But man, I'm not going against Dan Hurley. I'm not going against Caravan. I'm not going against the freshman. He's ready for the big moments. Yeah. And like I said, I like my big from UConn. Like I said, I can't mention his name, but I mean, UConn, I feel like it's pointing to them right now in my eyes.
Points in the paint will be important. Michigan had 36 tonight in the paint.
So, well, I'm going to take Michigan. I mean, I had them in my main bracket the whole time. I thought Michigan was a team to beat. I love Lindenborg. I mean, obviously he's in question with the injury, but I like Michigan. I mean, I think they're hot. I mean, they run the floor really hard. I mean, they get up a lot of threes, which I think is one of those things. If you're hitting threes, you're going to win games. Yeah. So
I'm going to go UConn. I think Hurley's growing on me.
I've talked him into it, boys.
He did.
He was on the fence. He was a wishy-washy brother.
I think I've said Michigan a lot just because what I've seen. I mean, I saw them destroy my team and pretty much.
It's hard to take a team that destroyed your hometown team.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, and the thing about Michigan is they jump on you so early.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to come back.
The Arizona game tonight, like I wasn't able to watch it hardcore, but like I looked at the score and it was like 28-14.
Yeah, they just start hot, and when you start hot, it's kind of that decompresses the team a little bit.
Yeah, but I think Hurley's really going to preach the pace of the game.
Oh,
like, how can we slow it down? How can we get Mara in foul trouble? Like, he's going to come at it with a really good plan.
They had a lot of players that looked like in foul trouble, I think, tonight. And they just kept playing.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a risky thing to do, but, man, I mean, both teams has worked out for both of them. So they're both. We all got to remember they're both here for a reason. So if Michigan wins by 20, UConn wins by 20, it's a close game, whatever it is. I mean, they're both valid.
UConn, baby.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Grayson?
Give me Michigan by 25.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Bro, you wild.
Wow.
I'm wildin'. Have you not seen the scores? Ain't nothing wild about it.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
All right, miss
Listen
me with
here.
that. You give me your reasoning. Like I just don't even understand.
Reasoning?
Yeah, give me your reasoning.
You don't understand.
He's seen the proof.
Nah, he's drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what he's doing.
I don't know what they put in my coffee, but
he got some Jack D in his coffee tonight, boys.
I just don't get that. I mean, scoring 90 in every single tournament game, like that's wild. It's never been done before. Like that's crazy.
Has it been 90 in every
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 the
single
lowest they
game.
scored is 90. I mean, even the coach's son's going in and shooting threes.
And
I mean,
go check UConn scores. Go check UConn scores. They're barely
but that's not
scraping
how they
by.
play. That's not how they play.
That's not how they play. They try to play good defense. I mean, yeah, but guess what? I mean, you can only play such a good defense to stop a three-pointer. I mean, there's really not much you can do.
I don't remember what part in history, but the Anaconda plan. They're just going to suffocate Michigan, slow it down, and they're going to make it they're going to win by playing UConn basketball.
All right. Well, you know, if I was a gambling man,
All right.
I'd put at least, and this goes out there to all the gamblers, 1,500 Michigan money line.
Yeah.
Hammer that.
Is that a personal bet or?
Yeah. Well, you might see it down there.
If you have a gambling addiction, please call 1-800. I can't quit gambling or whatever it is. But you know, like I said, was that game's Monday night?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll be tuning in. I'll be watching. I hope UConn lifts that trophy.
Well,
all right, we'll see.
Also, I think another thing touched on in college basketball. I know I'm a Tar Heels fan. I'm not trying to be like pushing Tar Heel or whatever, but it's a big thing in college basketball right now. The coaching search for UNC. I have my takes on that. You know, obviously we wanted Lloyd from Arizona, and he signed the extension. Byington at Vanderbilt, he signed an extension.
Yep.
I've seen things with Jerry Stackhouse. He was at Vanderbilt, but he's UNC blood. We're trying to keep it in house. My personal thing, I really wanted Marcus Page. I know he's a young guy, but you know, a young basketball mind that's done it and been here. I was kind of hoping for that. He left and went to Charlotte or somewhere. Yep. We still have Sean May on our bench. NBA, we've been reaching out to Billy Donovan and things like that. I mean, this is one of those coaching searches. It's been real hush-hush. Like, I really do not know where North Carolina is going. And that kind of, you know, it brings the question. I mean, I want to get y'all's take on the coaching things and what y'all are hearing and things. But, and it hurts me to say this, has the blue blood of North Carolina, is that not enough to sell? Like, you know, in Alabama in football when Saban retired, that was a hot job. And I felt the same way. Like, you know, your North Carolina, your Dukes, your UConns, and so on and so forth, Kentucky's, those are your, like, when those jobs are open, you know, people will leave a really good situation to go take these bigger jobs. So, I mean, what's y'all's guys' takes on this?
Well, I think a name I've been heard floating around, and you mentioned him, is Billy Donovan. I mean, NBA coach right now with Chicago Bulls. They're not having a great year, you know, injuries and whatnot they've had. But we all seen what he done at Florida. I mean, was it 2 national championships?
Yeah, was that Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer,
Al
and,
Horford?
Al Horford, yeah.
Back to back. I mean, I think it'd be cool to see him get back in the college game, you know, instead of just, you know,
being mediocre in the NBA.
Yeah.
If that.
I mean, I think he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong, but I think you know, I think he's missing the recruiting part. In the style of play is the young, like, college is so different than NBA.
Yeah, but I was about to say, would he be able to adapt to the new way of recruiting in college?
I think so. I don't think he'd have
with
a
him
problem
being in
with
the NBA, maybe that would help.
Seen, you know, contracts.
That's totally different, though. It's like you don't get all that fun. Like I mean,
at UNC, you don't think he'd get funding for players?
Oh.
I think he would.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty easy, and his background too.
Hey,
he'd have that NBA, you know, connections with a lot of players.
Yeah, because you look at BYU. Why did DeBonsta go there? Why did all these other? Because their coach, had an NBA, like he was in that
an assistant
bloodline.
coach.
Yeah.
For the,
and they
Phoenix
brought in an NBA trainer and all these things. And DeBonsta, yes, he probably got the bag to go BYU. There's probably a reason he's not playing in Carolina or Duke or whatever because of the money. But also, he's like, that's a chance for me to get pro ready, and get used to the workout regimen and things like that and get me better prepared for what's next to come.
Yep.
But the thing about Billy Donovan that kind of worries me, like, I know the NBA season's coming to a close, but I read something that he doesn't want to discuss the UNC job until the season comes to a close. And also, I mean, we got, I think a 5-star lockdown, Maximo Adams, and 2 4-stars. Like, I don't want them to, want us to release them for their letter of intent. Like, this could set us back. Yeah. I saw a tweet out there, and it was like 2 roads. Like, which way will North Carolina go? You have your blue bloods that are able to adapt, like your Duke, your UConn, and things like that. Then you have your other road, and it's like your UCLA and Kentucky and things like that. Still blue bloods, but it's just not the same stratosphere. And I'm hoping that Carolina brand and name, it can save us a little bit, because I just don't like the way this is being handled right now. And, I hope we get the guy. I'd like to stay in the Carolina family, because I think you have to fit the mold. Like Hubert, condolences to him. I hated to see him go. I wish we could have gave him one more year, especially with the circumstance with Caleb Wilson. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say he was a great coach. There was a lot of things that I questioned about him, going from number 1 in preseason to not making the tournament, squeaking in last year, the lack of having a big last year. And then this year, yes, the injuries and stuff, but I mean, he still made the tournament. Like, yes, we got upset, but I mean,
you're still there.
You're still there. And I mean, he's bringing in a recruiting class, and I liked our roster structure better this year. I mean, he brought in bigs. Caleb Wilson was a huge recruit. Derek Dixon, upside for next year if he returns. Vasar, hopefully he returns. Now I don't even know who's going to return and who's going to not return. So it feels like we're back to square one. I mean, what do y'all got? What do you think? Byington? Like, give me that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it's just like Twitter propaganda or X propaganda, but like it seems like there's a heavy push for him, even after he signed the extension. But the blue blood thing, like, I'm not saying it's dead completely yet, but like that, it's obviously a dying thing. Like, the blue bloods are not what they used to be.
Yeah.
Like with NIL, transfer portal, like that's totally changed the landscape of any college sport. Like,
yeah.
So, I mean, blue blood or not, like. It's just
different, but like also like Florida's coach, like Golden, he's not even, I haven't even seen his name or anything, but those buyouts are heavy.
Yep.
And it's hard I feel like it's like college football, like LSU paying those buyout numbers and stuff. I mean, football just gets so much more revenue.
Yeah.
Where I know at Carolina, basketball is like the number 1 priority, so it has more money than maybe other basketball programs that have really good football teams and things like that. But I just don't see us dropping a bag on a buyout. Like, why would you do that? Why would you not just keep Hubert and put that into NIL? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just this whole thing isn't just making sense to me, really. Like, it's just, like I said, and maybe this is just me looking at the Bill Belichick hire. Like, yes, it was good for clicks, and North Carolina kind of needs that because, I mean, their football program, other than my king, Drake May, and Sam Howell, but like, I didn't like how that was handled and things like that. So maybe it's just not me being trusting in them to do the right thing. But in previous years, like the Roy Williams, getting him over from Kansas and things like that. So we've done things the right way for a long time. So I'm trying to trust that. But after the Tommy Lloyd thing where he, looked at us and was like, no, I'm going to stay at Arizona. And he's not getting along with the AD. Like, that was kind of like a slap in the face.
Well, talking about NIL, how are we feeling about the executive order for college football?
I think it's good.
You like it?
I do. Personally,
Yeah.
I think it'll bring a little bit of loyalty back to teams.
Oh, yeah.
It'll feel a little bit more forced, I believe.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
And you're going to have a lot of pushback
Oh, for
from
sure.
players
There's
and
gonna be a lot of
stuff.
pushback.
It's like whenever you're a kid and your parents are like, oh, you can just stay out whenever, then you stay out a little too late and they're like, you got to be home by 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, and I think it's different because now you're going to have kids who feel betrayed a little bit when they have to stay somewhere they don't want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they don't want that problem.
and I think it makes kids like have to think more. Like, instead of just getting mad at a coach and be like, I'm leaving the next year, or I'm leaving mid-season, or I'm like a Boo Carter quitting mid-season, something like that. I think it kind of brings some passion and loyalty back to the game, like you said. Like, when you think of college football, you think of like homegrown talent. Like, you watch somebody as a freshman morph into a really good player by the time they're a senior. We're not getting to see that now. These 5-stars are going to Alabama and they're like, I don't want to sit the bench. I'm going to go, start at TCU or whatever it is. I'm not just to sing the praises of, what all y'all are saying or anything, but I think this is a needed thing in college football. I really hope this happens.
Well, it's good as a fan. It's great to talk about the players, but it's so much easier to watch your team when you can watch a player develop and root for them every year and look forward to them.
Yeah.
We all have our favorite players from our favorite college teams that we watched for years develop.
Yeah.
And now when you just see a guy go, it's kind of like, Okay. Now what?
Yeah.
But the only thing is, with this new executive order, teams like, the Vanderbilts in Indiana, all you're doing, I mean, I'm not saying you're sending them all the way back to, square one or whatever, but it's just like those teams thrive off players being able to enter the transfer portal every year and not having a limitation.
But also, people can still enter the portal. Like, we're still going to, think about Sam Levitt. He was at Arizona State for all those years and entered that one time and went to LSU. So you're I just feel like fans are going to look at this and be like, oh, we're not going to get portal free agency every year and it's not going to be fun. No, people are just going to have to pick their spots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart. And, we're giving these athletes, young athletes, I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of NIL because if I was in their shoes, I'd be wanting to be driving a Lamborghini to class too. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly. But so think about a kid from Nashville or Knoxville or whatever, and they grew up a Tennessee or Vanderbilt fan their whole lives or from wherever. And then they're like, hey, man, I really want to go to Tennessee, but they're only offering me $500,000 and A&M's offering me $750,000. They don't love that school. They love that they're tied to the money. And, just from a blue-collar perspective, a job perspective, whenever you feel like you're somewhere and you're staying for the money, that's a miserable feeling. Yeah. When you're not doing something that you're, on fire for, you're somewhere you want to be. So that's another thing I think that we could be thinking about, too.
How does that change the SEC, though? I mean, before NIL, obviously, they were the powerhouse. I mean, obviously, they still are the powerhouse.
And you still have your other like Michigan, Ohio State, they're still your...
But how do you think that affects them? I mean, if players, obviously, if you have to stay there without transferring for a couple of years, obviously, you want to go to a school that has the potential to win. You're not going to go to a low-down school that can't win just for a bunch of money. And then not be happy, like Nathaniel was saying. If they're not going to be happy there, you're going to want to go to a school that can win and it has the opportunity to, play at least a little bit before you have to transfer.
Well, I think the NIL also introduced a lot of great coaches too. Indiana, Cincinnati. That could be. I mean, that could be a dynasty now. You're gonna have a lot of players and commits want to go there just based off that season alone and how they coach and just the atmosphere of that school. So, I don't think the SEC is just gonna go automatically back to dominating at the very top. I think it's pretty widespread at this point.
Yeah, no. And another thing to also point out. The reason I really like it, I remember being in high school and the portal kind of opened up. And what did that do to high school recruiting? It was hard for you to get a spot because why would a college team want a undeveloped 18-year-old that's not a 5-star or anything like that when you can go get a 23, 24-year-old that's been in college, training like a college athlete, eating like a college athlete, all these things. You just have to get them in the right system rather than develop them. Yeah. So it's kind of like coaches taking the lazy way out and not lazy because it's strategically based, but it's hurting these high school kids that are fighting for the opportunity. For example, I think it was Memphis or somebody, they're getting 4-stars and stuff like that. Not to say that Memphis doesn't deserve a 4-star every now and then or things like that, but it's just if you're not a 5-star, we're not going to look at you at Alabama or Auburn or whatever it is. I think that's really going to help high school recruiting and bring back, like we said earlier, developing these athletes and things like that. So like I said, I'm a huge fan of it. And also the 5-year cap. Yeah, dude, why are we having it, people in college, there's a dude in the NFL draft, Miami's edge. I can't think of his name right now. I think he's 26 years old.
Yeah.
How is that fair as an 18-year-old to go against a 26-year-old?
Yeah.
No. It's different. It's not like it's a 30-year-old versus a 22-year-old where you've been developed and things like that. No, it's for example, Tennessee Tech, playing football there, whole different thing. It's not SEC or nothing like that, but it was a culture shock to me. I'd be there with 23-year-olds, and I'm 18. Maybe I'm just holding a bag on a special teams drill, and I'm they're shocking the crap out of me. I'm golly, man. Yeah, I'm getting rocked, and we ain't even in pads. I'm man, this is just different. They're talking about all kinds of different things, real life stuff, and it's just a whole different stratosphere.
Yeah, I think it changes like y'all are saying. I'm all for growing a player in that program. I think that's something that's missing throughout college football. There are a few guys like the stars that'll stay at the program, Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams or whatever, Coleman Williams, that'll stay at the program. Yeah. But those are top talented guys. You won't see a guy be a freshman, stay there all the way till they're a senior and become a star. That was something you used to see in Tennessee that was so prevalent in their quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs, Hendon Hooker, those guys that were there for multiple years. Right.
Well,
he was there for 2.
Yeah.
But you had,
know what I mean? Developed within that program.
But even Tennessee, what are we starting? We hadn't had consecutive starting quarterbacks in the same year since Hooker. Yeah. And Hooker didn't even start week 1 that year.
Yeah, that was with Joe.
Yeah. So, it could really help out there too. Does this apply to all sports, or is it just a football thing?
I think it's just college football for right now. But I think it's one of those things that will get implemented to the other.
Because like I was
sports.
just thinking, for example, like, and I know I'm not trying to harp on North Carolina, but like Seth Trimble, like being there all 4 years, like that's just such a rare thing. You're Zakai Ziegler's, and I know I'm kind of talking about teams that I'm kind of familiar with, but like it's just such a rare thing to see this loyalty in this bag chasing era. Which I said, don't blame the people.
No, can't blame the players.
Can't blame them. But I mean, I just think it's insane. Like that's rare. And I mean, when you grow up on people like Tyler Hansborough, Bryce Johnson, and so on and so forth, or even back to college football, your Josh Dobbs, like you mentioned earlier, like you grew up, these are like your heroes growing up that stayed through the tough times when we wasn't winning, and you develop these like, oh man, I'm gonna follow him in the NFL and things like that. Where now, like I think Grayson mentioned earlier, like Will Shepard. He was a dog for y'all for what 4 years.
Well,
but for Vanderbilt, he was a good player in rough times.
And the state Vanderbilt was in. In that time.
Yeah. So, but then it's just like you rooting for this guy. Like he may have had his moments where he wasn't too proud of him.
He's a big crybaby.
Yeah, but then after 4 years, he leaves his last year, and you're like, what the heck? Why would you leave where you have a legacy?
Yeah.
Like does your legacy not matter anymore?
Right.
Well, he gave up on us his senior year there. He was just. I don't even know what he always had an attitude problem. That's why he fit in at Colorado so perfectly. That's why he was
receiver diva, man.
Yep. It really.
I mean,
but no, boys. I mean, I'm really. I hope this thing goes through. I don't know if it's going to be like a couple years till it implements or whatever. Yeah. I'm curious to see how it's going to go because I mean the NIL thing is crazy. I mean, you have like with the Nico thing, Tennessee's suing Nico for NIL money, and then Madden Iamaleava is committed to Arkansas or signed with Arkansas, then he enters the portal, goes to UCLA, and they're wanting the money back. Like it's like what the heck? Like I don't want to see legal troubles for athletes in the college. It's just like what the heck? Like,
a lot of lawyers are getting involved in it. Like the same thing with the Trinidad thing. Like the Mississippi State lawyers are filing against NCAA to get him another year in eligibility.
And like the Pavia, the like Joey Aguilar. Like I saw something the other day. Like he's they're filing for something again. That could be completely false. Maybe it's something I just misread or whatever.
You can never tell.
Yeah, but you can't ever tell, and that's like crazy. Like, okay, you had your time in college to do your thing. Like, yes, we wish we could have had Joey a couple more years and seen him like, develop as a Tennessee athlete. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, he was at App State for a couple of years. He was at the JUCO school or wherever it was for a couple of years. Like, great story. And you got to cap it all off being at Tennessee. Like, great for you. Go do something in the NFL. Like, move on. Like you've been in college long enough.
Yep. It's hard to give like the appreciation too from a fan standpoint. It's like, all right, thanks for your time here. You're a senior, and then it's like you're waiting 2 or 3 more months. Am I leaving? Am I staying? Like you can't like move on from that.
Oh yeah, no, and this has been in a long time coming because like think about the spring portal. They cut that out. Is this year?
This is the first year without it.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously the NCAA is taking note of it. But it's just good to see. I mean, even if this doesn't go through, because I don't know the legal system. Maybe the NCAA's got to approve it or whatnot. But like, it's a step in the right direction. Like, even if that's not the finite thing that happens, but if it's just a step in the right direction,
some sort of foundation.
I mean, honestly, like when we were talking about people like trying to pick their spots when to transfer. I mean, you have to sit out a whole year after you if you want to transfer again. Like, and you only get 5 years. Like I say, only 5 years, but like, and you have to choose to sit out one of those.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
God,
that's a tough decision.
Do you think Do you think we ever see the day where like maybe like college athletes like opt out of college or something like that? Something crazy.
I mean, it's nothing's shocking anymore.
Like they go play in the UFL.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things like NCAA. Like there's been NBA players who've done that. Like you obviously have the LaMelo Balls who went overseas and played, and you have European players. It's more prevalent, you have European players come over to the NBA. But now, like, the NBA has G League Ignite team where high school players can go join that G League team or whatever.
The Ignite.
Obviously, yeah, the Ignite. And then they have a few guys drafted out of that program. But, I mean, I don't think that's one thing you can implement in the NFL. Like a G League NFL team.
Yeah, but why not?
Well, extra players.
Well, because, like, okay, for instance, like, they have the 3-year rule, like, where you have to be a junior to go. And that should, like, yeah, you could argue, like, the high school thing and the NBA and stuff, or even with the MLB, like, high school players being able to go pro and things like that.
Yeah.
But in the NFL, man, you don't want an 18-year-old going against a 28-year-old, which is kind of what you're seeing in college football right now.
I mean,
but, like, that's just, these kids aren't developed. Yeah. They're not ready
Especially
to go.
How physical it is.
Yeah.
Now.
So, I mean, you won't, I don't think you'll ever have to worry about that, but maybe them going and playing the UFL, like choosing to go other paths, that might be something that we see. I haven't heard anything on that. That was just something off the dome that I was just thinking of. Yeah. But that would be something crazy.
Yeah. A lot of times though, that can hurt the player. I mean, I've seen it. Throughout the NBA prospects, you have a big time prospect go to the G League Ignite team or overseas, and that hurts their stock because then you're playing against other pros. So you're going to get a little bit better, but you look a whole lot worse. So then you fall pretty far in the draft.
And also too, say with the I'm thinking like Scoot Henderson. That's what I'm thinking of, and not to just flip topics, but just in a sense of talking about like going to play in another pro league or whatever it is. Yep. Think about what you're kind of missing. Like LaMelo Ball's the outlier because he had triple B's, big baller brand, and his dad was marketing for him, Lonzo and everything. But like Scoot Henderson, I'm not following Scoot Henderson at the G League Ignite. Like if he goes to, and I think that was pre-NIL, I think too.
Yes.
So that it was different then too. But I'm not following the G League Ignite and getting to know Scoot Henderson. I don't get to know him until he gets to the NBA. Like if you go to a Tennessee, Arkansas or whatever, go play for Coach Cal, your brand, like you are creating a brand within yourself. Like Acuff, I didn't watch him in high school or nothing. I knew he was a good prospect, but now he's got a name. Oh yeah. Like there's first pick conversations.
Yep. And it's one of those things you can build your name,
and you can make money now too.
Where if you join that G League Ignite team, you're playing with other pro players who want the ball, who are trying to make a living off what they're doing. Now, obviously, college is making a living what they're doing because you're getting paid. But it's one of those things where if you're the star, you can really set yourself apart from other college players.
And the media attention you're getting.
Can you watch? Where are all G League games streamed?
No. Majority.
Very specific.
I would say all of them, but majority.
Hey, if Bronny James is playing, it's going to be streamed.
Yeah, that's about the
Bronny, I mean, from what I've seen of him, though, he was going off on most of his games.
Yeah.
If he would have stayed in college boys one more year.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but one more thing on the executive order.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked that we didn't get more of a rebuttal from Grayson.
Yeah.
I just figured you'd be like portal. Vandy's built on the portal. Yep. I thought we were going to get a whole little mantra of Vandy, Pavia.
I just didn't want to sit here and cry about it. I mean, like, obviously, I'm for, like, hey, let them transfer whenever, their career, their decision. Right?
Yeah, but, he's that same guy, too. I thought we were going to hear that more from him. But when Jason Edwards transferred in basketball, he's literally out there burning the jersey.
Well, you know what? Absolute coward. Guess what? Replaced. Replaced. Duke Miles, way better.
Tyler Tanner stepping up.
Well, yeah, Tyler Tanner, but he's always been there.
But I want you to give a little backstory to also the Jason Edwards hate SEC tournament with Holden.
Yeah, well, so we don't know if this was true or not. I mean, but we were going there day one of the tournament.
Yeah,
day one of the tournament, first 4 games.
Hit my first parlay.
Hey,
yeah.
Not promoting gambling.
Yeah, 1-800. I can't quit gambling. Call it if you got a problem.
But we go there and we get our seat, but it's not you get to pick your seat.
It's general admission.
It's general admission, yeah. So we sit dead center, and this guy, I don't know if it was right before the Vanderbilt game or right before the South Carolina Arkansas game.
Yeah, I think we had been sitting there again.
We had watched like a full game at this point.
So
we'd been sitting there.
So we've been sitting there. And then my brother, he goes off to go get who knows what. We'll probably search for women.
He's going to take a picture with a woman.
Yeah. He comes back, and this guy, is he already sitting in his seat?
Yeah, he comes over and we're like, hey, our friend's sitting there. And he's like, I don't see him.
Yeah,
hit us with that. Yeah. And Holden is wearing this. He claims to be Jason Edwards' dad. Holden is wearing
the number, just the number.
The number. And, dude, the dude's like, I don't see him here. I'm sitting here. Go ahead, continue.
Well, then, my brother comes back, and that guy's about to sit down. He's like, oh, wait. Since you're wearing my son's jersey, I'll let you have this seat. And we're like, who knows if this guy's telling the truth or not?
Probably not.
We were getting stared down.
Like,
yeah. I was like, I really don't care. We'll just move over a row or a section. He's like, no. So he just moves on. Brother takes a seat, but I mean, if it was his dad, guess what? Your son's a coward.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And his jersey got burned.
Yeah. Yeah, and Vanderbilt didn't need you, Jason Edwards.
Yeah, Duke Miles, 10 times better. Not a traitor. Love the program. Always bought in.
Yeah.
So have fun at Providence, wherever else you go.
Yep. Now let's switch topics a little bit. Stay on basketball, but we'll go to the NBA now.
All right.
We got a week out into the playoffs. How are we feeling about that?
Hey, I'm fired up for it. The way you was talking last pod, man, it sounds like another version of March Madness. I'm always for that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is. I mean, like I was saying last pod, the East, from the 5 to 10, 4-game difference. And there's about 5 or 6 games left. So the play-in tournament versus the playoffs to get in the playoffs. I mean, 4-game difference. I mean, shift up, shift down. It's going to be crazy. And then you go out west, obviously big news with the Lakers. They're sitting at the 3 seed right now, but they're 4 games out of the 6 seed. So they could shift from 3 to 6 just like that. So how y'all thinking about the Lakers right now?
Dude, the LeBron Lakers, baby.
Dude, LeBron is my glorious king. He's the GOAT, the GOAT.
Okay.
You know, and you know what? I mean, everybody's looking at this like, yes, the Lakers are depleted. Like they're gonna have to have. And I'm just gonna throw out Bronny James or like Dalton Connects or Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, whoever it is. They're gonna have to have Ayton dominating. He has a chance to get out of the Clint Capella mold that he hated on early in the season. But dude, as a LeBron fan, and I'm not. I'll talk on how I feel about the Lakers later. But as a LeBron fan, in my opinion, this is his last chance to be able to be a one on a team, like to lead a team. So it's that question: are we going to get? I mean, he's 41, so I'm not going to say are we going to get prime LeBron, but are we going to get like an efficient 20 points per game, stat sheet stuffing LeBron, or is it going to be like the Lakers fall apart? Like,
I think it's going to be tough for him. I mean, new players: Marcus Smart, Ayton, Laravia, Kennard. They're all new. When you go to his past teams, he's been with them 3-4 years. You know, and that it was clearly his team. So now he took a step back, gave the reins to Luka and Austin Reeves, and now he's been forced back to the one position. So it's going to be hard for him. I mean,
and how's his body going to hold up? Like, because he hasn't had to. Like, he's. I'll be looking at some of the box scores, and he has 12 points or 9 points. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just not LeBron
accepting the role. That he's
that's
not
what.
The one,
that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
But like from going, I'm not saying he's going from 0 to 100. Like, I'm not going to say that.
No.
But like from having to put it into another gear at his age.
I don't think you can expect that from him at this point.
Nobody beats Father
I'm never
Tom
going to count.
Brady. Nobody beats Father
I'm
Tom.
never going to with Tom Brady.
Well, that's the GOAT.
But I'm never going to count out LeBron. I literally can't.
But I mean, if Luka and Reeves is out first round, I mean,
and possibly the second round.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they can even get out of the first
All
round.
Right now,
both of those guys are out. I don't think.
Who would they have in the first round if the playoffs started today?
So if it started today, they'd have Minnesota.
God.
Yeah, I don't know. Playoff fan.
And then
they're a good squad too.
A very good squad.
And, what's the guy they brought? Ayo. From Chicago, they brought him in.
Oh, Ayo DeSumo.
Yeah, and he's been an impact guy too. Jaden McDaniels,
he's really good.
Give me Jaden McDaniels.
Bones Holland and Ayo have been running the bench for them. I mean, the 76ers played them the other night, smoked them out, but they look really good though. Say it again.
Nas Reed.
He is. I mean, he's a big.
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo's there,
knocking down threes.
Yep. That's a scary team.
I hate Villanova.
It's hard to beat for the Lakers to be matched up with them. I mean, it could switch. I mean, I think the Lakers are going to fall out of the 3 seed. Because Luka and Reeves are both out for the rest of the regular season.
And, they may pull a Russell Wilson, get some of that Wolverine blood, get ready to go and rock and roll.
It'll be hard. Denver's getting hot right now. They're on an 8-game win streak, and they're a half a game back. I think Denver's going to take them over. And then Houston's 2 games back, 5-game win streak. I think LA's going to fall all the way down to the 5 seed. And then that'll leave them playing the Houston Rockets, which is also a tough matchup because the Houston Rockets are very physical and want to get in your chest. So I don't see the Lakers getting out of the first round in pretty much any scenario who they play because it's either the Nuggets, Rockets, or Timberwolves.
And even if prime LeBron, like we get I don't want to say resurgence, but even if we got that out of him, I don't know if it would be enough to beat because these teams that he's mentioning are teams.
Yeah,
like they're not just a one.
I'd say for about probably 5 years now, the West has been the team,
dude,
or the conference.
I'd say more than that. Go back to like LeBron.
Yeah.
Like everybody's making comments about the weak East and things like that. Like he'd be playing the Hornets every year in the first round sweep. Yeah. And LeBronto. We all know about LeBronto. I mean, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, you're out of here. But yeah, I mean, the most fun when the East was like prevalent, I guess you'd have to go back to those Pacers and Heat days kind of in a way.
Yeah.
And that still was one-sided.
I would say the East is coming up a little bit more now. You got the Pistons who are coming up, kind of leaning back to that bad boy Pistons.
And Cade Cunningham getting healthy. I mean, he's not playing.
He's still hurt.
But
what's his timeline looking like?
I think they're shooting for the start of the playoffs.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, they're firm in the 1 seed after winning tonight, so I don't think they're going to push him back in the regular season. But I think they're aiming for the beginning of the playoffs. And then you got the Celtics and Knicks, Cavaliers, very good teams.
Yep.
But back to the West, Steph Curry's coming back Sunday. How do you think that impacts them in their playoff chances? If they can get in, they're currently the 10 seed of the play-in, so they got to win 2 away games against the Trailblazers currently, or the Clippers or Suns. So what do you think about that?
Well, obviously, I mean, Steph Curry, that's when healthy, like one of the best players in the league. Honestly, as he's gotten away from the super team era, I've grown to like him more. Like when he won that 2022 against the Celtics,
22-23 season.
And I'm not like saying that he's going to be that guy. It's going to take him a minute to come back because
runner's knee?
Yeah,
runner's knee. I've never heard of an injury like that before of an NBA player, but I mean there was a stat like the past 4 or 5 years he's ran like the most miles or whatever.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Because I mean he just runs constantly.
Yeah, he's like a rat on acid out there for real.
He definitely changes their whole perspective of the team. I mean, he is a team.
Well, I mean, Porzingis, if he's going to be healthy, that could be their X factor, honestly.
Porzingis could be big for him.
Tingus Pingus, baby.
But I think it'd be hard getting out of the play-in. I mean, if they do get out of the play-in, then they're playing one of the 1 seeds, the Thunder or the Spurs. And
God. I
don't see any way you can get out of the first round.
I don't think – I love Steph Curry. I don't think he's making much of a difference in any of those matchups.
Yeah.
Another victim to Father Time.
He may win them a game or two. Maybe push it to 6, but I don't even know if it gets to 7.
But I like how you said Porzingis can be the X factor. Like he can bring Wembanyama out to the 3-point line if they end up playing the Spurs, or he can even bring out Hartenstein or Holmgren.
Oh yeah, and he can eat Sengun's lunch. We all seen his defensive clips.
Yeah. So we'll see. Interesting. But now that we're getting towards the end of the year, we'll talk about awards. But before we get to the awards, how are we feeling about the NBA tanking / the 65-game rule, where you have to play at least 65 games to be eligible for the NBA, like the teams to the end of the year or MVP, Rookie of the Year awards?
You know, I think at first I really liked it because some of your big guys.
Load management.
Management.
Joel Embiid.
But now I feel like there's been a lot of key players who have been injured. And it's kind of like, man, that guy really could have deserved it.
Well, what was I think was it you saying earlier that Luka is missing it by 1 game, and one of the games he missed was for the birth of his child.
I saw that, yeah.
And I saw where they're trying to like get an appeal for it, and honestly, that would make sense to me because, I mean, I know we're gonna get into MVP talking a little bit.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
You think so?
That's my boy for that. But anyways, like I thought the 65 game like coming out of this, I feel like everybody was like in agreement, like, oh yeah, this is it. But then when you have these stars like actually being injured, and it's not just load management, like I feel like Embiid low key is the reason for the one of the main reasons.
Him and Kawhi Leonard, I think, were the 2 main guys who kind of enforced that, just because they would sit out a game here and there throughout the regular season, which kind of enforced that. But I think 65 games, that's a lot to ask, especially if you want to make a deep playoff run and be healthy. I mean, it is a lot to ask.
Dude, I just want to give a timeout. How much whining do NBA players get to do? I don't want to play back-to-backs. 82 games in a season. They have to have a play-in tournament in the middle of the season to make them try.
I mean, yeah.
I like the NBA things and stuff like that, but somebody's got to put the foot down. Yeah, you're getting paid billions of dollars to dribble basketball, and I'm not going to be like, shut up and dribble. Like, I'm not going to say this on this pod, but like, to a sense, like, come on now.
But do you think it's the players, though? Because there was a report that came out. Obviously, he's a different player. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he wants to play, but the team says, no, we're trying to lose games. You're not going to play the rest of the regular season. But he came out and said, I'm healthy enough to play. I want to play these remaining games. And the NBA owners and the team management said, no, you're not going to play any more games this season.
Is it because they wanted to trade him, or is it just because of load management?
Well, he initially wanted to be traded, but then, they tried to build a team around him that could contend, which obviously didn't work out in their favor. But, I mean, at the point now...
Cam Thomas experiment. My boy, love Cam Thomas.
But
sorry, bud.
Even at this point, they couldn't make the playoffs, and he still wants to play. But even now, the management, I mean, they're so far down that they want to continue to lose games to up their draft chances to get the number 1 pick or higher. So do you think it's management, or do you think it's the player? I mean, to an extent, yes, players probably don't want to play on a back-to-back games. I mean, it's tough, I mean, especially traveling. Like, think if you're going
if it was like LeBron saying that, like everybody gives crap to LeBron about like whining and things like that, or flopping or whatever it is, but he's 41 years old. Like that low-key like would make sense to me, load management. A 41-year-old out there playing, because when you think back to 41-year-old basketball players, I think Udonis Haslem. Yeah. Like he probably didn't see the court the last 7 years he was in the league.
I mean, that's
true. That makes sense, and even Kawhi to an extent made sense because the injuries and things like that.
Yeah.
And even Giannis, the owner shutting him down because he had like I know it was kind of like dating back to last year, but like an Achilles issue.
Yeah, like hamstring. He's always had a top hamstring.
So like maybe you need to like, and he's getting, I'm not going to say he's getting old, but like he's getting older, and the way he plays, a lot of wear and tear on the body.
But it's one of these things, the rule was enforced for teams not to do this.
Yeah. And then
he wants to play. Yeah. And then they came out and said, no, you're
slap
not
a
playing.
fine on him.
So I mean, yeah, I think there could be a potential big find or even a pick takeaway. I mean, that's been happening before. Like
now the tanking thing, the Wizards and teams like that. I mean, it is absolutely bad basketball.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I think the biggest thing were the Jazz. There was a point in the game they were leading the whole game.
Markkanen
and Jackson, they sat out their entire starting lineup the whole fourth quarter, and then the other team came back, went on a big run to end up winning the game. I think that's just
how obvious
crazy.
Can you make it?
Well, how as a coach, like, the fans are probably like, they probably know like we're tanking or whatever, but like
nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, but what do the fingers? Man, we need a new coach. Like, how does the coach stand for that? I know it's upper management.
It's got to be upper management because I think, obviously, from a coach perspective, you want to win every game you can.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're getting told by your boss to not win or not do your job, you have to listen to them, or you're going to get fired.
You're going to get fired either way.
Yeah. So it's like you have
danged
to
if you do, danged if you don't, you know, type thing. But I mean, with the 65 game thing, maybe you drop it to 60 in the future. I think
lowering it. Yeah.
I do think you need a requirement.
Yeah, but the best ability is
availability.
It is.
That's right.
Go, boys.
I agree. But I think lowering it, or setting a standard where like if you have a main injury, like you've played a lot of games and you're missing the games by like say 5 or 10 games, and you have a major injury,
open for appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that. I mean,
or even if it's like very late in the season.
Yeah.
I think. And you already proved yourself throughout the whole season.
Because it's one of those things. Cade was a big MVP talk. I mean, then he gets that collapsed lung and he's gonna miss.
But to be fair though, to be fair though, like the All NBA thing is the more thing because like people have contract incentives on this thing.
Yep.
So I get that part, but like Cade with the lung thing, like yes, he was probably MVP front runner.
Yeah.
But after
not front runner,
but he was up there.
Yeah.
But like after he collapsed his lung, like his MVP talk, like it was hushed, regardless if he met the 65 games or not.
All right, so 2 awards now. We'll start off. We'll do MVP last. So we'll do 6th man of the year. Any takes?
Dude, Jaime Jaquez. I've been on that brother since UCLA days, and glimpses of greatness in his rookie year, and then he kind of got caught up in the Heat culture and kind of moved down the chain. It's good to see that he found a role.
I'm surprised too. I mean, his rookie year, he had an amazing rookie year, and then the next year, he obviously, fell out of the rotation for a little bit, and now he's back in it.
Props to him.
Yeah, 15-plus points per game. Close to 20, I believe.
And it's not even like he's just a scorer. He's affecting all facets of the game. Like, he's defending, he's rebounding, he's making hustle plays. Good locker room dude. Yeah. I saw something where, like, I know this is so unrelated, but, like, the whole Jimmy Butler saga, he was the only person to reach out to Jimmy and, like, kind of check up on him and stuff. Yeah.
So now
dude's dude. Dude's dude.
So, a little bit of obvious one, maybe. DPOY.
Well, that's a little too obvious.
Yeah.
Wembanyama.
Victor.
I think that's a clear choice. I mean, he's just been the best all year.
I mean, when you're 7'4", it's hard not to be. If you're not good at defense, then go play in China with Ball. Go play in the Philippines with Ball.
I really think it's the effort too. I mean, he even in the All-Star game this year, he made a point to try really hard.
Yeah.
I think he tries really hard on that.
And he's trying to prove a point too.
Yeah. So,
which is good.
Yeah.
Good for the league.
Yeah.
Now we'll hop into most improved player. Anyone?
Oh yeah, no. I got a really.
I know you have one. What about y'all?
I don't think I've watched enough ball to really.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, you'd have to count me out on that one.
Okay. So we'll listen to your take.
He tried to mute my mic, boy.
I mean, this is a little bit of an irrelevant take, but we'll listen anyway.
Okay. The team's really bad. I'm a Grizz fan. And maybe there's a little bias in my take.
Yeah.
But my brother, G.G. Jackson. Oh my goodness, man. I've been saying it. Like, he was committed to Carolina, flipped to South Carolina. That's where he's from.
Yep.
Kind of didn't have really the impactful college career that he was hoping to have. I think he slid back in the draft. I think he's like the number one recruit.
A few injuries, too, I think.
Yeah, a couple injuries. Yeah. And then his rookie year for the Grizz, I'm not going to say he lit it up by no means, but he showed promise.
I thought he lit it up.
Yeah.
On the court.
No, I felt really good about him.
Yeah.
And he fit really well. But then I think injuries, he falls out of the rotation and things like that.
Last year he fell out.
And then even this year, he had injury going into the season, which he may not even meet the 65-game requirement.
I'm not sure.
He falls out of the rotation again. Then the Grizz are like, man, we suck. We're tanking.
Yeah.
They give GG, he's our first option, him and Ty Jerome.
Yep.
What, former 6th man of the year or most improved?
Most improved, I believe.
Most improved. But, they wrote him a fat check. But
a big one.
But anyways, GG comes out there and, man, I think the other night, 30 points in 30 minutes. We all saw the dunk on Wemby. And I just love his mentality, too. I mean, whenever Wemby went to dunk on him and he goes to swat it, like, who does that?
Yeah.
Who's a psychopath that he's like, and somebody asked him about it, he's like, what if I got it? You know what I'm saying? And then
Yep.
the confidence. Kevin Durant's like, I'm the second best player on the court,
Yeah.
or the closest thing to
Close
KD.
thing to Kevin Durant, which
So-
is kind of crazy.
But no, I mean, I know he's probably not going to win it, but I want to give my brother Gigi a
little
shout out.
yeah.
I mean, like, I've been that guy built around Gigi, man. And I know that's like not really fair to say, but like maybe a crazy take.
Crazy
But
take.
man, love to watch this boy hoop.
All right. On a real note, Jalen Duren,
Shut
the
me
center
down
for the
like that.
Pistons.
Real note, yeah.
They're the 1 seed in the West or East right now.
First time All-Star too.
First time All-Star. I mean, with Cade coming out, I think they've lost 2 games. I think they're 7-2 with Cade being out, which is crazy. So I mean, he's a big contender for it. But I think,
Also his mentality, dude, fits Detroit. So going from
Oh, yeah.
Memphis to Detroit, like he's just been an
he fits
enforcer,
the
man.
bad boy mode.
And he gets better every year. It
Yep.
seems like.
And I think maybe not so hot take, but Nickeil Alexander-Walker,
Yeah, Hawks, right?
Atlanta Hawks.
Yep.
I mean, they're a hot team since coming straight off the All-Star, 18-20, won 18 games.
I have a quick
and lost
question.
2.
Could Jalen Johnson fit this
Jalen
category?
Not most improved. He won it last year. I
Oh,
believe.
he did. Okay,
Last year.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he won it last year. I think.
But he's
more,
really-
he's more MVP talk.
He's really stepped up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I hate he went to Duke. I know I
Yeah.
keep saying it, but dude, brother's so fun to watch.
So-
But you know, I'm kind of down on the Hawks
Atlanta's-
right now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What seed is Atlanta right now?
They're currently the 5th seed right now. I mean,
have
and-
they benefited since Ice Tray?
Yeah. CJ McCollum's pretty much came there and changed it.
And
for
that's
him.
just crazy
That's
to think, too.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
was their guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wizards were sitting CJ on the bench pretty much. I mean, he'd play a little bit here and there, but I mean, now CJ's starting for the Hawks.
And Trey was a defensive liability,
Yeah.
too.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
and like I said, the Hawks have won 18 of their last 20, so they're on
God.
a huge hot streak right now. They're the team to look out for in the in the East. If they get, I mean, they're going to get in the playoffs, regardless if they play.
And
in
the
play-in or
efforts
not.
there with that team. I mean, think about
They
the
play
big from USC.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Okongwu.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Yep.
he's a Clint Capella type dude. I
Yeah.
mean, and he's
They
there.
play hard.
Boardman gets paid, right?
Yeah, they're one of those young teams that, like the Pistons stopped like last year. They play really hard on defense, and then the
Could make a
offense kinda
run,
flows
but
through.
maybe not go all the way.
Yeah. All right.
build
so
on
now
it.
we'll flip to Rookie of the Year. I mean, there's 2 front runners.
Go
So-
ahead, Grayson. Take the floor on this one.
Cooper Flag.
51 points the other night.
Yeah, I mean,
Youngest player to do it, right?
yeah,
Yep.
show me another 19-year-old that's done it.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Close. He was 20
Yeah.
some odd days. So he's
Oh
the
my
only
God.
teenager to score 50 points in an NBA game.
Heck yeah.
But let's give Concanipple his flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the most 3-pointers by a rookie in NBA history, and he done that.
And I think the most threes made for Hornets in a single season.
And the Hornets, yeah,
Yeah.
he just beat out Kimball Walker a few nights
Hey,
ago.
shout
And
out Kimball Walker.
He was the other leader was Keegan Murray, and he done that 20 games before the NBA season's over. So Concanipple, I mean, he's going crazy, and I want to give a shout out to VJ Edgecombe.
No,
He's on the 76ers.
No, go
I like
ahead.
VJ at Baylor, but he started off strong.
You know, there were a lot of doubts about him shooting, his shooting ability, his defense and effort, and athleticism was always been there. But he's been a really good player shooting. I mean, it's hard to share the floor with 3 All-Stars essentially at their prime. Paul George needs the ball, Joel needs the ball, Tyrese Maxey needs the ball. So for a
their
rookie to
prime?
average,
Paul George at
Paul
his
George,
prime?
yeah, that was a hot
Yeah, he's
take.
only doing
Now-
good right now because his
now-
PDs.
okay,
Wow.
but it's hard for a rookie like that to score 15 points per game with 3 other players like that.
Well, yeah.
And I think it's one of those things where Cooper Flag, he's pretty much they want
the
to they're
guy.
force feeding him
Yeah.
the ball kind of so his stats are gonna be inflated if he played on a team that had playoff aspirations to get there.
Well, I'm thinking like to prove your point too, like with the Spurs,
Yeah.
Dylan Harper, like
Dylan
he
Harper.
has his moments where he's doing really well, but with that young team and the way they're playing right now,
Yep.
I mean, you just got to fit a role. You
Yeah.
really can't just go out there and showcase your full abilities because you're just trying to stay on the court and produce, and your team's winning, so you don't want to be a cancer.
It's hard for a rookie to come in and do that. So I
What
just wanna
about,
give my flowers to him.
Just a quick, what
Yeah.
about Ace Bailey? Like, could you give me an update on him? I mean, I know he's on the Jazz and they suck, but
it's one of those things where it was like I think he hurt himself in the draft talk.
obviously, yeah.
He was telling teams not to draft him because he wanted to fall to Washington.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a much better scenario than the Jazz right now.
Not at all.
But
Maybe next year though.
he's looking good here recently. He was injured for a lot early on, but I think he's looking good now. He's had a streak where he scored 20 points, in a few games here and there. So he's looked good. I mean, he's athletic, but I mean, it's one of those things where the Jazz are playing nobody at this point in the year. So
And shout out to the boy for the Kings, right? Reynaud or whatever.
Max Reno, yeah, he's looked good too. He was late 2nd-round pick, one of those.
He averaged 20 and 10 at Stanford. I saw that too.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy. I mean, he fell out, and he could shoot the 3-ball too.
Yeah, here and there, he's a spotty guy.
Yeah.
But now we'll slide over to MVP. Who do you think?
Like I said,
I think it's between 3-4 main
Give
guys.
me Shea.
You think Shea?
Shea again.
Okay.
If Luka gets appealed, I want Luka, but let's just say he's out. Yeah, I think it's going to be between Shea and Jokic. Like Wemby is going to obviously he's going to be in a conversation for every award he can win.
Yeah, but they're just going to stick with defense.
I think it's too early for him.
Yeah, and I mean you got to think Wemby stays healthy, dude. He's going to rule the league. Like he could win 4 or 5 straight MVPs in the next couple of years. So, and I mean I'd love to see Jokic get another one because I think he elevates his team so much.
For
like
sure.
I mean both teams, the Thunder and the Nuggets are really good, but Jokic affects it at all facets of the game. And I mean, so does Shea. I don't want to discredit
Shea
him.
does, but I think it's one of those things where you take Jokic out of the Nuggets on up, they're gonna fail.
Who are you leaning on? Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray?
Yeah. I mean, but it's one of those things where he is the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And you can take Shea out of the Thunder. I mean, Thunder aren't going to be the same without Shea, but I think you can take him out.
And if you had a healthy Jalen Williams too, I mean, they might still be a top 3 seed in the West.
So I mean, but as far as who's going to win, I think it's Shea.
Free throw merchant.
I mean, you can call him what you want, but I mean, he's just one of those guys. He's been consistent. He won it last year.
Yeah.
Team's number 1, best in the NBA. I mean, it's just hard to beat that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Jokic and
it could go either way. If any of those 3 won it, you wouldn't hear an argument out of me, honestly.
Yeah. And then last thing to wrap up NBA, a lot of talk around the NBA and players, higher up players, maybe the Memphis Grizzlies to Nashville. How are we feeling about that?
Please do it. Come to Music City, man.
I have a different approach on it.
Yeah.
I think they just fit Memphis.
You think so?
No, the grit and grind.
I've heard all the stuff about Memphis.
Yep.
Maybe the nasty atmosphere that they
the hotel.
Have. Yeah. Ant talking about the stains on the sheets.
Oh, dang.
But I just don't think Nashville is a basketball city. Would it do well? Yes.
Well, we didn't think we were a hockey city either.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
then
let's go
Preds.
soccer.
Hey, don't shout out the Preds.
Shout out
man.
the Preds.
No, man. Not after what they did. No,
the new
man.
soccer team, too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. But also, though, Preds, they're making a playoff push. But I just want to put that aside. But no, go ahead back to the Memphis deal.
I mean, it's one of those things where you're looking out in the NBA where they're trying to expand teams. Like, there's been talks about maybe going to Seattle,
Vegas.
putting a team in Seattle and putting a team in Vegas. But I like the move. I think Memphis is one of those. Nashville is such a growing city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're building a new stadium for the Titans. You just put the Nashville Stars or is that FC Nashville FC?
Yeah.
The soccer team. Yeah.
And then you got the
That's
Predators.
good.
So I mean, I think Nashville's a growing city. I would love for an NBA team to come to Nashville.
I would go to more games, definitely.
I would too.
But me and the man behind the camera, we went to watch he's a big Knicks fan, so I know he's kind of muted over there, but he's a big Knicks fan. And unfortunately, they did win. So, I mean, that kind of sucked. And But it was a close game. It was really fun to watch and everything. And honestly, it's more fun to go to the NBA than watch it on TV, in my opinion.
I think so.
Go ahead.
It's one of those things where it kind of sucks if you're going against the crowd, but when you're with the crowd, it's game changer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like that for majority sports.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's kind of the same thing
But I think the atmosphere where it's closed in, I mean, everything's closed in, so the crowd's like 10 times amplified.
But I will say this, though. Like, I'm kind of very split on this. Like, selfishly, like, I want them to come to Nashville so it's more accessible to me, where I can go watch a game. Because, NBA games usually aren't too expensive unless they're playing the Lakers, Warriors, or Spurs or something like that. But, like, I'd love to go watch games and be able to go. But at the same time, like, I just don't want to hate on Memphis as the city. Like, I know they've had their problems and, it could be sketch going down there or whatever. But at the same time, like, Beale Street, the history there, they moved here, grit and grind, that fits Memphis,
it's
Nashville.
hard. It's like JP said, it's hard to get away from that grit and grind because that Memphis fits that, like, even going back to, like, the John Morant, Dylan Brooks days, like
going back to
Zebo, like, every team they've had fits that grit and grind. So I mean, it's hard to take away from Memphis. I mean, this year they're still grit and grind, even though they're not good, but they still fit that mold. So it's hard to take away something like that from Memphis.
Yeah, but think about the attendance. Like, they'd be setting attendance right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing it for the betterment of the pro, like, they should move to Nashville.
And also, it's like, I don't ever want to go on a vacation to Memphis.
No.
Maybe if somebody wants to go see Graceland if they're freaking crazy about Elvis or something. But, like no hate to Memphis and that. But, like,
no hate.
What is Nashville, like, the bachelorette capital of the world? You know what I'm saying? Like,
really.
So it's like people come on a random Tuesday and they're like, hey, what's going good in Nashville?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go watch the Grizz play.
And it's one of those things like NFL players, you hear them be like, oh, Nashville's a great city to move into.
Yeah.
You don't hear anyone saying, oh, man, let's go live in
what
Memphis.
is it? Like, George Kittle, Brock Purdy, like these NFL players have homes in Nashville, and they're not even from Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something also like, you know, if they did it, I wouldn't be mad. If they didn't do it, I wouldn't be mad either. But selfishly, I'd love to go to more games.
Yep. Yeah, come to Nashville.
I think that's with every sport. I think, like you guys said, Nashville is such a growing city. I think you could play anything there.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. But, you know, as we come to a close, we can't forget our trademark segment, Locker Room Heat.
Absolutely.
What y'all boys been bumping this year? What do you want to put the people on?
You know, I was going to slide away from music for a second. But I heard you listen to So Camo. My last shout out.
I did.
Heard that. You know, Hayden told me that you know y'all are bumping a little So
Shout
Camo.
out Hair by Hay.
Right.
Got the boy looking fresh. Got the boy looking fresh. But I listened, and low key, I listened to like 2-3 songs, like his first 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Freaking vibe.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's a rap themed, but it's more chill vibe.
No.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, dude. Like I'll throw a couple on the playlist for the boys that we got shared.
Yep.
Now once I kind of listened to the first couple 2 or 3, like I'm not like a huge fan of it yet. Maybe it grows on me. But like just to get me into it, like an intro or whatever.
Yeah.
You play. I forget what the top song is. You know what it'd be?
I'm not sure.
Casual.
It's like a sport edit. I feel like be playing in the background as his songs are playing.
Yeah. No. Like low key, I was like, okay, underground artist, like put me on.
And I mean, I got put on by Jared McCain. You know, I hated that. I believe, but I think he does good. It's like a chill. You know, it's a rap based theme, but it's a lot more chill than like the hard drill stuff. So I mean, I liked it. So, and then also I listened to a little bit of Grayson's shout out Ella Langley.
Yeah, the Ella fellas, bro.
You know, I'm not an Ella fella.
Not yet.
No, I don't think I will
grow on you, brother.
It'll grow. I'm more of a Megan Maroney top.
Okay. You're just going off looks right now.
Oh,
looks maxing over here. Yeah.
You know, I was gonna say. I mean, I've always had the interest in blondes. So,
okay.
You know, that might do it. For
Boys
me,
got a type.
Yeah.
So that might do it.
Both are really good artists, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I guess I get real in touch with my feminine side, you know, whenever them two are on. But no, Be Her, man. That's a freaking vibe. Choosing Texas. Hey, album drops. Does she have something coming out soon?
Yeah, she's supposed to.
Yeah, so
Grayson would know. He's the LFL.
I should know.
He's counting down the days. Don't let him
fool you.
Boy's
been under a rock for a while.
He has a daggum countdown in his room when the next song drops or whatever.
Yeah. But what have y'all been bumping to?
Dude, me, I've been everywhere. So I noticed the shirt. It's Post Malone Dallas Cowboys theme. Him and Sway Lee released the song. Go listen to it. I mean, at first, not gonna lie, I was like, whenever Sway Lee and Post get together, I mean, it is freaking platinum. Yeah. It is platinum. So that's what I was expecting going into it. And I guess I was kind of let down in a way.
Really?
I was. But then I listened to it a second time, and I had another form of appreciation because I love country post. I love all post. But it was kind of like a Hollywood's Bleeding Post in the song. And I was like a fan.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
I didn't really like that song, The Hollywood Bleeding. By Post Malone, right?
Yeah, it's the whole album. Though.
Yeah, he's not just talking about. He's talking about the whole album.
Well,
I know that's what I'm saying. It wasn't that great of an album.
It is a song one though. It is.
It's a good song too. It's a good song too.
It's the name of the album too.
But no, I've been bumping that. I think it came out yesterday, and then also for some reason, I have been on a Don Toliver kick. Octane.
There's I was actually, you know where I work. We have earbuds in, so I listen to music. But there was actually a point in time where I listened to probably like an hour or so of just straight Don Toliver.
No, and like. His cousin from Atlanta was trying to put us on him, like, and playing some different songs. And at first I was like, his hits are good. I don't know. Man. So at work, I'll have an earbud or two and, while I'm working, I'll be listening to the Braves a little bit, shout out Ozzie Albies and Matt Olson back-to-back home runs in the night to beat the D-backs. But, and Chris Sale on a good outing the other day. But anyways, I'll be listening to, a bunch of different things. And, I get tired just listening to kind of just like a mesh of different things. So I was like, I'm gonna dive into Don Toliver. I listened to Octane, and there was a couple songs, man, on there. I think it was one like Secondhand, or there was another one on there too. And then I think it's E85. I think that's what it's called. Dude, Terry Massue, straight vibes, man. Like I'll be cruising back from work. I'll be bumping it. Like my speakers don't work in the new beater in the Rogue, so I have the Beats pill in there and I'm listening to it.
He had some songs back in the day too that are straight vibes.
What about Lemonade? Was that COVID time?
Yeah, COVID.
Around Me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, straight vibe. He added it to the chill playlist, man. if I wasn't driving late at night and I was just sitting there just
Yep.
freaking like, with the beat. But what you got?
Honestly, we're gonna stay on the chill train, and we're gonna go Baby Keem.
Baby
Okay.
Keem.
Yeah,
Okay.
16 in particular.
And Honest, was it Honest?
Yeah, I mean, like Honest kind of gets, I don't know, a little repetitive for me.
What was
but,
the
like,
other one?
Orange Soda.
Orange Soda.
Yeah.
Baby Keem, man. Straight by, after Family Ties, I think we were talking, and Tony said it earlier. He was like, Baby Keem's just one of those people that's just like, I thought he was going to fall off after Family Ties.
Yeah.
Well, he
And-
kind of did.
Well, yeah, but he still got those other songs, too. It's not like
Oh,
he's like a
yeah.
one-hit
Really good
wonder.
songs.
Yeah,
but
he's
I mean
a
that was a
three-hit
big song.
wonder.
though.
Yeah.
Four-hit wonder.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna keep the boys on the countryside again with the Sam Barber release.
Okay.
Little bit of
Okay.
Country.
All right.
Yeah.
Broken View album just came out. Pretty good. I've been
Okay.
loving it during work. But
Yeah.
if I'm gonna keep it on the rap side, I know there's a little controversial topic, but J. Cole's just bumping.
Oh,
in the
my
background.
God.
Yes.
North
You know-
Carolina roots. Speaking of North Carolina, just a little shout out to Coach Gainey going to NC State.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
right.
Good
Yeah.
shout
But,
out.
yeah, some good roots in there. A lot of
Why did
controversy
you
with
why
J.
did you
Cole.
have to put in J. Cole?
Really, what's your
Oh.
beef, man?
Okay,
What's your
I mean,
beef,
I know
man?
we were going a little long on the pod, but I think
Yeah.
this is worth watching.
Pro Hooper?
I mean,
Pro-
yeah,
yeah, Pro Hooper
yeah.
too.
When
Yeah.
you're
Not
rap,
much can say, gold label rapper and Pro Hooper.
I just want to put
Yeah.
a time out. There's a reason he's doing that. It's because his music sucks, and
Okay.
he's trying to get a mix. Now I'm gonna
Crazy.
revoke that. Like, I don't hate all of, like his hits are good and everything, but I literally view him as the same as Taylor Swift. Like, yeah, I'll bump some Taylor Swift, a Fate of Ophelia, Opalite. Like, it's it's good, but she'll release anything. Everybody's like American Poet, like da 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 da. J. Cole's the same way. I don't want to hear somebody just sitting there talking for 4 minutes
Disagree.
per song.
Yeah, that's probably the craziest
I totally
crap I've ever
disagree.
heard in my life.
Totally
whatever.
disagree.
And whenever I say overrated, I'm not calling him bad. I'm just
Yeah.
everybody's like top five. I could sit here and name 15 rappers better than
Yeah,
him.
but you just compared him to Taylor Swift.
That's disrespectful.
But people love the Taylor Swift.
That's
train.
what time is it?
It is 12:21.
It's past Grandpa's bedtime. That's what the problem is.
I'm just taking like Drake, Kanye. I'll take Don Toliver over him, Jack
Really?
Harlow.
Okay, now Jack, come on, man. You're not
you
even
know,
trying at this
No
point.
one knows Jack Harlow since you played Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you this: is J. Cole too mainstream for you? Is that
No,
what it is?
no. There's nothing like. If somebody says they like J. Cole, I'm not literally like. I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, they have bad music taste. I'm just like, okay, the people told them that J. Cole's good, and they're just making themselves listen to it. That's what I'm saying, honestly.
Yeah, you're just going
I
back and running
I
over
mean,
your
like,
own words.
honestly, a
You're going
6 minute,
delusional. I
Yeah,
a
you
6
are.
minute song, just not my
What's
thing.
in your coffee? What's in your coffee?
Dude, I think we got ours mixed. I don't
Yeah,
know,
Yeah,
but
you
that's just a
almost had
taste.
the
so.
Pure black.
But no, I mean, just as we come to actually, no. Put us on. Put the people on.
You know, there's actually a few movies. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Dune. Before.
Oh,
No,
we hadn't heard of
he-
Dune.
He's just in it for freaking Zendaya. We all know why you're
No,
watching.
But I'm
No,
actually
it's for
hot.
the
They
dude.
got-
What's his name?
Oh,
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
He should have won the Oscar. But
Oh my gosh.
shout out Michael B. Jordan for winning it. I think
Oh,
he
yeah,
was great.
shout
too.
out.
His performance
But,
in Sinners,
Yeah,
crazy.
great movie too. But I think Dune 3 is coming out late 2026. I mean, the
Mhm.
first two are amazing, but I think this one's gonna be great.
I mean, yeah, it should be.
What-
I guess.
What other movies we got?
Yeah.
I think we got the Odyssey coming out
Okay.
in late 2026. It's like a remake of the original one, and then we got a new Marvel movie. I don't know if y'all watch Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, the Spider-Man. Is
yeah,
that
we
what
got a
you're
few
talking
Marvel
about?
coming out this year. So
I've
I
been
mean, to be on the
seeing
lookout.
everywhere on TV and like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Big
but
on TikTok.
That looks
That's
like
a really good movie.
Yeah.
I've been
no
wanting to check it.
way.
yeah.
But I have not been to a movie theater in so long.
It's been a
Really?
minute.
Same.
I
It's a
took,
good vibe though.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I love going to a movie theater. I don't go to it often, but it's an amazing vibe.
hey, I went to
Nice, man.
watch Zootopia,
Really?
and we took Brayley and Blaine down there.
Couldn't be me.
Zootopia too.
Yeah, is that the new
Banger.
one?
Yeah,
Dude,
the
it was
new
really good.
Was it a
Yeah,
banger?
hit the fox, didn't it?
one. Shout out campaign by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Nah,
well.
Cam Ward.
Nah, sort of.
Anywho.
It's campaign.
But as we're coming close, any closing remarks? Anything else?
I think just wish me a good safe travel to the beach.
Yeah, safe
I'm gonna be
travels, but I
missing
hope it
y'all.
rains. But
I had
Yeah.
I'll be
something I
missing y'all, and
forgot.
maybe I can get some good. picks on the ground.
hopefully you come up with some good content, some things
You know,
like that. Maybe
I mean, it'll be on my mind.
it'll be on your mind. Good
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
And I'll be
David
thinking
Stet.
of y'all, on the trip back. The NBA
Hey,
playoffs will be back.
will you
next
please do
Sunday.
a get ready with me while you're down there and post it on our TikTok?
Maybe.
All right. So
Maybe.
hey, beach pic, shirt off, and
Yeah.
everything like that. Posting
And
up
I'm
on the
not
beach.
beach bod ready yet. So I mean, but I'm getting there.
You still in the hibernation coming
yeah, I'm
out
still
of it
in
and everything?
hibernation right now. It's still
You got
kind of
anything?
cold
I
out.
don't know. I'd say be on the lookout. See whose take on the Natty is going to be the most accurate.
Okay.
We've got
Yeah.
a few different takes here, and happy Easter,
Yeah,
guys.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
It is
happy
Easter
Easter.
right now, so
You got
happy Easter,
anything?
everyone.
Man, I had something, but as this conversation's gone on, it's just killed my brain cells. I can't
Okay.
think.
Well, I know we were talking earlier. We're not big into women's hoops or anything, but that Don Staley and Gino Ariema, bro.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
That was freaking wild.
Yep.
What was it over? A handshake?
Handshake
Yeah,
before the
handshake.
game.
yeah.
It just
yeah.
looked like Gino being a crybaby about losing.
Yeah.
I'd be mad too.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
I saw something about a jersey ripped or something
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
like that.
He's mad.
I mean, I get that, and they got like what it was like 6 fouls called in the quarter, and the other
Yeah.
team didn't have
Yeah.
any. I saw the whole little clips, and I'm just like, dude, I thought he was about to punch that Don Staley or whatever. I was about to say
Yeah.
we're gonna have a
That was
domestic
UConn,
out
man.
here.
That was
Probably
UConn,
like
UConn,
wasn't
South
it?
Carolina. Yeah.
UConn's just sassy in both, men's
Yeah.
and women's.
Both of them.
Oh, and also Masters weekend.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Fill us in.
Yes.
This is our golf
Yeah.
expert. He's not really
Well,
good. He's
yeah,
not
let's
really
not
good
say
at
that.
it,
Give us the
but
insider take.
So let me tell you something. The one I've got winning it all this year is Baltia.
okay.
Okay, mark that in.
Okay.
Place your bets. Put it all on Baltia.
What about Scotty?
Scotty?
I hope or DeChambeau.
From what I've been watching in his past PGA Tour events, he's just kind of not. He hasn't been on. He just hasn't been on. He hasn't been finishing well.
Yeah.
Starts are okay, but the way it's just not there. Baltia, he's put it together. This is his
Really?
time. Probably the best putter on tour. Yes.
So
What
are
about
DeChambeau? Are you saying that
DeChambeau-
door
see-
after last year?
the thing about DeChambeau is he's gotten too
Rory,
used
back
to
to
live
back?
golf. No, he's gotten too used to live golf with the music in the background,
Yeah.
playing chill.
Yeah.
Masters where it's silent, pressure's on. I mean,
Too
everybody wants
intense.
that. Yeah, I don't know if it's like he's not the guy to really fold under pressure, but like I don't know. He's
He
not a
hasn't been
good
taking
closer.
it serious.
No,
Tell you what,
yeah,
like, he was
not a good
dialed
closer.
when they had the thing against was it Canada when they both golfed against each other last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
and he broke 50 with Curry.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, yeah,
he was dialed
and he's
in
been
there.
winning. He's won back to back live golf tours. One in South Africa and one in I want to say Korea. He's won Korea and South Africa back to back, but totally different vibes, totally different setting.
And you know, you
What
got
about,
Rory coming back. I mean, I'm not going.
I don't think he's
going
gonna win it again. He very well could. He's
Yeah.
been playing pretty good golf, but like I'm telling you right now, the man to be looking out for is Baltia.
All I gotta say is, I mean, if Tiger was in it, he'd probably win it.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
I mean,
hey.
honestly, you probably win it playing drunk.
Yeah, I was
You
about
know?
to say.
I mean, who was it that was famous for that?
Oh, John Daly.
John Daly,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I think Tiger's taking
Dude,
some advice from him.
The Tiger memes. I
Crazy.
mean, I feel bad for the brother, but dude, they're so funny. Like I sent one to the group chat because Grayson had an issue at Coyote Ugly
Oh,
with
man. That's just
Put a little
never gonna be
Tiger Woods.
dropped.
yeah, and
Oh,
it's like me being in the corner, afraid to go talk to women, and he's sitting there going and doing all that.
The only
things.
thing Grayson didn't have the president's phone number. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
only
the
thing
only
that
difference.
Hey,
That's the
babe,
only
I'm sorry. I was on the
difference.
phone with the president.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing separating us.
But no, Masters Week, definitely gonna try to tune in. I mean,
yeah.
we try to watch a little. I mean, you were more on it, but we watched a little bit in the apartment. I mean,
yeah.
you know, it's historical. It's something I feel like you got to kind of
Oh,
pay
hands
attention to,
down,
whether
yeah.
you're interested in it or not.
Not, yeah.
And like I said, I was gonna give a shout out the Preds fighting for a playoff spot. So hopefully they get that. Philip Forsberg, mustache of the century, mustache of the freaking United States.
Yeah, man.
You
Even
know,
though
hopefully.
he's not from here. But
Yeah, but Nashville we adopted.
Yeah, sure,
He's
sure.
one of us. But nah, boys, heck of a pod.
Yeah.
You know, I
heck of
can't
a
wait to
pod.
see what the people think.
Yep.
Think. You
Leave
know,
comments down below. I know
Yeah.
they were off last time, but they should be on now. So leave your reviews.
Yeah,
and,
hey,
we'll love to see your opinions.
yeah, and your feedback.
Yep.
Follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok.
Yep.
We'll try to have those linked and pinned so you can hit us up.
Blue
but-
Collar Sports Pod on everything, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know, like, subscribe. You know, hit
Yep.
that like button.
Hit that like and
Yeah.
subscribe. button. We need it.
subscribe so you get notifications when
Yep.
we're dropping. We have something coming up in the future.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm not going to mention anything. Maybe more pods. You
Yep.
know,
We
per
have a lot
week
planned,
or,
by the
you
way.
know,
Yeah.
I don't want to tease too much,
Yeah.
but put that subscribe so you have the notifications sent to your phone,
Yep.
and also be a friend, tell a friend, show a friend. I mean, we're
There you
trying to
go.
build something special here.
Yep.
You know, get the word out for us. But
Yep.
thank you guys for tuning in.
And until the next one.
Until the next one.